On the Atlantic Ocean, the Royal Navy is now desperately stretched. To help protect the convoys, it presses passenger liners into service and fits them with 19th century guns. 20-year-old Sam Patience is the quartermaster of the Jervis Bay.
The kind of ship I always wanted to be on, a big passenger liner or ex-passenger liner. She was then converted to an armed merchant cruiser, and but to me, to go aboard there and a big liner and be quartermaster, that was it, that was good. We were the protector of the convoy, and our job was to get the convoy safely over to England. We never anticipated we'd run up against a pocket battleship. And when she appeared on the horizon, we didn't even know what it was. And there were all kinds of speculation, blokes looking through the eyesights of the guns. Way on the horizon, you could just see the silhouette of it, and all of a sudden, crash. A full salvo come over, and that was it. We knew then it was a German battleship. Third salvo hit us from about, 25,000 yards, must have been 25,000 yards. And our extreme range was only 10,000. Then the order was given for the convoy to scatter. They went to the right, starboard, and we went to the left. We placed ourselves in between the German warship and the convoy. In other words, to protect the convoy, to take all the fire if whatever came over, and let the convoy get away. The shells were coming over. You could hear the shells, the whine of them, but you didn't know where they were going to land. First of all, the bridge got hit, or the radio control room. The ship was on fire, and blokes standing beside you were getting killed, burnt alive, and all this and that, and heads blown off. Absolute slaughter. It seems a suicidal mission at the time. I've heard this said to me before, but if we'd have run away, we'd have been cowards. Our object there was to protect that convoy, and that's what we did. We were just getting smashed to bits, and the navigator shouted to us, "Abandon ship, every man for himself." I couldn't swim. I thought, well, I've got to make a decision here. I either go down with the ship or get over the side. And I got hold of a ship's lifebuoy, and I went over the side and got away from the ship before she sank. While I was sliding over the side, I nearly severed all my hand off. All these fingers were hanging off. Didn't notice it at that time. Got in the water and were just paddling about for about an hour and a half. I thought I was strong enough to survive till the morning with the lifebuoy. But I would never have survived all night. It was so cold, it was bitter bloody cold. And all of a sudden, this lifeboat came up. And it was the only boat that got away. I never even knew there was a boat got away. And I said, you know, take us aboard. And there was a bit of a hesitancy about me going aboard. Chuck that bloody lifebelt away. I said, no fear, I'm hanging on to it. But they dragged me aboard, and lifebelt and all. And we were drifting about for about an hour. And then all of a sudden, out of the smoke screen come the Swedish ship, the Sturehall. Magnificent.
Survivors of the armed merchant cruiser Jervis Bay were brought to a Canadian port by this Swedish steamer, herself one of the convoy attacked by a Nazi warship. These are some of the men who came away from that magnificent sea fight against impossible odds. In the suicidal fight to save the convoy, the sacrifice was not in vain, for 34 ships did escape.
Up until about 18 months ago, I used to be fighting the Germans every night in my bed. I was always being cornered, or they were always trying to get me somewhere or another. For a long time, I'm fighting, effing German bees and all this and that. And Rose used to wake me up. Come on, wake up, wake up, wake up. She used to know. She got used to it, you know. But the dreams, you know, they're worn off now. So I must be mellowing with the years.